that if you have ever felt disempowered, like you think you couldn't respond with those power zone, where sometimes later on you kind of regret, having done that or having said that or having behaved that way. Where you would like to have more choice and range of behavioral options so that you can actually more.
But not so strong. I can't recall of any instance where I've done something which I regret so much. Regressions are there, but not so strong.
Okay.
I don't think I can access that.
Okay. Let's say if there is you got in a quarrel with someone, or you with a stranger or a friend, anybody, where you said something where it could have been better. The choice of the words could have been better, or the way you behave with someone could have been a little better.
Yeah, those things that are there, but not so strong, but yes, there are.
Yeah.
I feel that I would have done in a better way.
So you would like to have more power there?
Yes.
Definitely, where you can have a choice of, range of power, behavioral power, verbal power to just fix and be able to be in the zone where you are absolutely in control, where there's not like, a hurting mood or an insult mood going on. It would be like you have that? Alright, good. Alright, before we do that, I want you to also think of a time when you were fully empowered. Do you have moments that you are able to just release yourself, maybe in front of kids or in front of an audience or someone, a client, where you feel so empowered that, wow, what I'm doing. Sometimes I feel like my words can, change people, and what I'm doing can change people. Now, even as you do that, I want you to think, about the internal powers that you have. For example, your mind. Your mind has the ability to, imagine things and go back into the memories and take things from good memories from there, and also it can construct realities into the future, right?
Yes.
And plan, goal settings, and have beautiful memories and all that. Isn't that wonderful? The mind, the power of the mind to think, to visualize, make pictures, make movies of loved ones. Just imagine if those things were not there, what would happen to our mind? Just imagine that for a while. Just have that awareness of how wonderful this mind is. That it can store memories where I can still remember my husband, where I can remember my family members, where I can have beautiful memories stored, where I can even construct what I want to become. And that's the power of my mind. To think, to calculate, to negotiate, to reason, a lot of things, like create music and songs, and especially people who can compose songs, poetry. It comes in that mind. Isn't that wonderful, the power of the mind? I want you to stay with that. Even as you stay with that, I also want you to start having an awareness of your emotions. The emotions that you can, you have the power to love someone, to be compassionate with someone, and sometimes to be frustrated, sometimes to be happy, excited, sometimes not so excited, sometimes very tense, sometimes stressful, and you have all this range of emotions throughout the day. And those things are so powerful, you can, sometimes go out and touch people's lives, sometimes make someone cry because of the way you have, emoted with them. And sometimes there are times when you do not want it exactly released the way it is, but you do know that those are ways we can connect with people. So I want you to stay with that in a moment, in your inside, and to feel those emotions. Wow, those emotions are able to help me love and express my love to my kid. What if there was no compassion on that I can show forth to my child and say, I love you, my child, or I love you, my husband, or I love you, mom, dad. Those emotions. Imagine they were not there. How would you communicate? We would be like robots. But I just want you to stay with that awareness of those emotions. And even as you do that, I want you to know that those are your two internal powers that are yours. And it has always been there with you. And even as you do that, I want you to become aware aware of your linguistic powers, your verbal powers, the power to bless people, the power to curse people, the power to recite poetry, the power to sing beautiful melodious songs. The power of those words to go and ignite and the hearts of people, give them dreams, give them hopes through those words. Mesmerize people, hypnotize people, and those are the linguistic powers that we have. Words where you can change mind, you can reframe, you can metamodel, you can extract, and those are the linguistic powers that we have. Sometimes it can heal people, sometimes it can, discourage people. And those are your linguistic powers. I just want to stay and have an awareness of your linguistic powers. Have that sense of respect, have the sense of awareness of that. Even as you do that, I want you to become aware of your next external power, which is your behavioral power. The power to stand up and come here and sit here. The power to come here and actually smile. The power to actually go and touch someone, hug someone, kiss someone, embrace someone. A lot of things that you have within you through those behavioral powers. The power to commute from your home and come even here. And those are wonderful behavioral powers. Sometimes it can be in the surgeon, the hospital and help someone save life. Those are the behavioral powers in your context where you could touch life. And there are also times with those behavioral powers we might hurt people. So even as you do that, have an awareness of your two external power and your two internal powers. Even as you have that, I want you to know that the linguistic powers and the behavioral powers are external powers. Stay with that for a moment. Stay with that for a moment. And remember, they are fallible. They can make mistakes. They also can make mistakes, but you know that these are yours. Isn't it? Now, even as you do that, I want you to, create a sort of bubble around you to say that this space is mine. It's mine, my mental power, my emotional power, my linguistic power, my behavioral power. Now, if you were to put it with your hand, express that bubble space around you, how far will you put your hand forward? Just somewhere there. Okay. Now, imagine that a bubble is surrounding you with those powers. You could put a color. You could put a mist, or you could put like a fire or something like that. Anything that you want, a metaphor that will kind of bubble around you, resonate, and kind of be alive with those powers. Even as you do that, I want you to stay with that. Now, I want you to slowly open your eyes. Whenever you're ready, slowly open your eyes. And as you open your eyes, we would like to check and test your the power that you have. Okay? Now that you have become aware of that, the first test I want to do is I want to test if these powers that we have can actually have a sense of mind.
Sense of mind.
Yeah, mind, sense of mind. Like I want you to think of anything that's yours. Like I said before, a toothbrush. If I say, let's say I go to your bathroom, whatever, and I say that toothbrush, I'm going to use it as mine. I say, what would you say?
I would say yes, go ahead. I'll buy another one.
Okay.
No, right now if you want it, I would not say no. Right now that's it of mine.
Alright, okay. Alright.
So it's true, it's not I'm joking.
Yeah. Just pick something that is there, which let's say your watch. Is this yours?
Yes.
You can say mine to it.
Yes.
Alright. I want you to say something with mine. I want to think of something in your house or your family member, maybe your mother, your husband, with something, anybody whom you can say mine. It could be a thief
Yes,
also.
yes.
You have something like that?
My child and my husband, they are
Okay,
mine.
fine. Something like that. I want you to pick a reference and I want you to visualize with that mind of your mental power. Alright? And imagine them playing in your mind. And I want you to give me with your behavioral power the gesture there and say, mine. For example, I say mine. Some people will say mine. And some kids will say, no, it's mine. No, something like that. So everyone has their own mind thing.
Mine.
So,
Mine.
okay, it could be mine. Let's say your kids and your husband, no, somebody can take them away.
No way. They're mine.
Okay, give me that strong.
Except that you can take anything from me.
So I want you to give me that robust, strong mind.
Mine.
Yeah. All right. If I were to test that scale of from 0 to 10, that's the strength and the robustness of that mind. How much is it?
It's 10, more than 10.
All right. That's nice. We want that mind thing. All right. So you have that, right? So is it okay if I anchor that mind somewhere here? All right. Just imagine with your mental power, okay, and then your child, your husband and kid, and then I want you to gesture and say mine right now. Say mine. Gesture.
Mine.
You want some gesture with your hand? Say mine.
Mine.
Yeah. Mine. Is it a 10?
Yes.
All right.
Mine.
All right. Good. All right. Now, even as you say that mine to you, you have the ability to say mine. I want you to imagine your mental powers right now. And say, my mental powers.
My mental powers.
My, you think of that mental power now and say, my mental power.
My mental power.
My emotional power.
My emotional power.
My linguistic power.
My linguistic power.
My behavioral power.
My behavioral power.
As you imagine those things, do you feel that those mental and emotional and linguistic and behavioral power are yours?
Yes.
They're not someone else's?
No.
Behavioral powers. Notice how it changes that and transforms that very thing that you see there.
I can imagine that. Yes, I can see that.
So even as you now look at that, do you see some new things like so the way you see like before and now, has it changed a bit?
It has changed. I feel empowered now that I'm in total control. I could have completely